You must be imaginative, strong-hearted. You must try things that may not work. You must not let anyone define your limits because of where you come from. Your only limit is your soul. What I say is true. Anyone can cook, but only the fearless can be great.
Be who you know you are. Dealing with imposter syndrome. I feel like a lot of people have doubts and don't believe that where they are and what they're doing is what they're meant for. They feel like one day people are really gonna find out that I don't belong here, that I'm just a fraud. And I feel like that's a common thing with people, thinking that you don't deserve where you are, or you're not cut from this cloth, that people around you, they're the ones who are supposed to be here, but I'm not supposed to be here. And people will never tell you their struggles. People will always show you the good things. People will always show you the positives, the ups. You don't ever see the downs. So when you see people in the same space as you, when you see people trying to do the same things as you never hear about struggles. So you think that the things that you're going through, you're the only one going through it, and you're the only person experiencing that self-doubt, that questioning of, am I really good enough? Am I ever going to make it? And people will not often talk about these things. So I feel like it's important to find a community and other people who are in the same lane as you, who are trying to do the same things as you, and not just associates, not just people who are in it, but having real friends and people who want the best for you, people who will have your back, because those people are the people that you can really talk to, the people that you can really open up to and share your struggles with, and say, yo, like, I'm having trouble with this, I don't know what to do. You need to find people who have been through similar things, people who have and are going through the same things that you are, because they've probably felt that self-doubt of, I don't belong here, I'm not meant for this, I'm not good enough. And I feel like a lot of people will say, oh, once I achieve this, once I get to this many followers, once I graduate, then I'm gonna feel like I belong, then I'm gonna feel like I deserve all this. But I feel like if you base your value and your self-worth on achievements, then you'll never really lose that sense of imposter syndrome. You'll never lose that sense of, am I really good enough? Because then after you hit one achievement, you'll always be like, okay, but then I gotta hit this one. So understanding that it is who you are now, and not once you achieve these things, once I get that doctor, once I get my PhD, once I get 100,000 followers, then I know that this is what I'm meant for. But you can't base your value on achievements. And people will often say, oh, life is about finding yourself. But I've always believed that life is about creating yourself. Life is about building yourself, brick by brick, and you'll never actually get to the point of finding, because like you have to build yourself. You don't just go out and find who you are. You won't just find yourself one day a doctor. You have to build yourself from zero to that doctor. And you were a doctor way before you got the degree. You were a doctor way before you got that certificate. You helped people. You were a coach way before you actually put that shirt on that said head coach. You helped people. You taught kids how to play basketball. But once you get that head coach job, then you're a coach? No, I feel like you've always been who you are. You've always been creating who you are. So don't doubt that who you are isn't who you are, because you know who you are. So stop saying, is this what I'm meant for? Is this who I really am? But I feel like if you are feeling a sense of imposter syndrome, if you are feeling some self-doubt in what you're doing, where you are, I feel like you should really take it into consideration. You should really think about it, because there is a chance that you're in the wrong lane and this is not what you're really meant for. You have to understand that the first thing that you choose, the first thing that you try to get into, won't always be the thing you're meant to do. So really thinking, am I doing this because this is who I am? Am I really doing this because I know this is what I want to do? Or am I just doing this because of the people around me? Am I just doing this because of I saw someone doing drop shipping, so now I'm doing drop shipping? Am I only doing this because I saw it on social media? Am I only pursuing that career because my parents want me to? Am I only going into computer science because my sister is going into computer science, because she has a successful career there? Or am I going into it because that's what I want to do? That's who I know I am. So if you're feeling that sense of self-doubt and you don't belong somewhere, it may be for valid reason, but most of the time it's just self-doubt. You have to believe that you belong somewhere for you to belong. So finding a community, finding people who you can share struggles with, but also doing little things and actually intentionally moving forward to where you want to be. So you'll always have doubts. There's always going to be doubts of, am I good enough? Is this ever going to work out? But it's understanding that those doubts don't really ever go away. You just believe and believe that you're meant to do what you're doing. So I hope this could help, and I hope I'll see you guys in the next one.